By now, make sure that you're comfortable. Make sure that you have a nice soft focus. And as you breathe out now, allowing the eyes to close, following the natural rise and fall.
Into the black hole. Sing for my soul. Through the black hole. To make myself whole again.
Apologies for the long intro, but if you're still here, a big thank you and, well, you are awesome. I wanted to give you a real and realistic representation of what my morning routine looks like. But of course, what you saw is only some days and not my routine for every single day. I do my cardio routine on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and if I feel like it, I also work out on Saturdays. The reason for Saturday is that my daughter starts work at 5 AM over the weekend and I drop her off, and whilst I'm up, I may as well. But I don't want to give the impression that my morning routines are perfect. Far from it. Sometimes I don't have the courage to turn that tap on too cold or give the exercise all that. So I definitely have room for improvement, but let me tell you this. I was in a real rut the last few weeks, feeling down, overwhelmed and depressed. Going back to this routine was difficult initially. The first time doing my workout after several months, I felt like I was going to be sick. But going back has helped me personally 100%. My spirit and mood went up again within just 2 weeks. For me, and I realize this may not be applicable or possible for everyone, but I like to always try alternative options to medication first. Let me reiterate though. Whilst this routine has been very powerful for me, there are definitely still areas in my life where I can and need to improve. My hyperfocus or procrastination on getting stuff done has been through the roof lately, which is why the cardio, meditation and walking the dog is only half the battle. Yes, there will be that release of adrenaline and serotonin making you feel great and virtually invincible. But I felt that my workout in combination with talking to a professional psychologist is key to dig deep into my soul and build that sustenance that will not only carry me through for a couple of hours, but more like the whole week. I realize that, especially for many men, this still seems a very strange concept, and I admit it was for me at the beginning too. However, it was so worth it. I mentioned it in my previous video, that I have been working with an online therapist through BetterHelp via video call and a phone conversation with someone from Mind on a weekly basis. Making this video made me very vulnerable. I'm not comfortable the way I look when I work out, but I prefer you seeing that rather than me giving you a bunch of statistics about why you should exercise or meditate. For me, that never worked. Doing something because someone told me to, or because it's supposedly good for me. There's a million of different things that I could do alternatively that are good for me. Which is why I hope that my routine can much rather be of inspiration for you to find your own routine rather than anyone copying what I do and be unhappy and struggle to only result in giving up after a short while. If you have that desire within you, find something that works for you and adapt it to your own lifestyle. My wife, for example, applies the Wim Hof breathing technique to her daily routine, which does not resonate with me, but she really is into it and has set herself some really steep goals, wanting to climb a mountain with barely any clothes on. That is just not my thing. Or should I say, that is not my thing yet. I also prefer to get up early whilst Carolina stays up late into the night. For my meditation I use an app called Headspace, for which I have a free subscription through my life insurance, but it is accessible for anyone at quite an affordable price, I believe. I like it as it has all sorts of courses on appreciation, balance, dealing with distractions, letting go of stress and many more. For my workouts, I turn to the Body Project on YouTube. That again resonates with me. I appreciate the approach of making progress, not perfection. Wednesdays and Fridays, when I don't work out but do meditate and walk the dog, I usually use to catch up on work. At the moment, this is dedicated for my TEDx scripts, of which I need to send updates regularly. Over the weekend, apart from taking my daughter to work, I tend to not do too much if I don't have any projects on. It is my big kid's job to take the dog for a walk at some point during the day. But something that I do enjoy and I feel helps me is taking a hot bath to release some of that tension from the week. Also, let me just add, it is important to listen to your body. When I am tired, I sleep. Sometimes I don't work out. And that is okay. Especially for me, the important thing has been not to beat myself up if I skipped a day, because I feel like I've let myself down. Something else that has become very important to me is to share the time with my little ones on a Saturday morning by making waffles. Are they healthy? Probably not. But it is very rewarding to be able to give my kids something that they enjoy, that I can make with them. And if I'm honest, I enjoy eating my own waffles too. They don't usually last. If you want to try my recipe, I will leave it in the description below. Life is full of transitions. And if you would have told me that our lifestyle would have changed the way it did, I would have never believed you. But just as another example, we moved away from buying cow's milk and replaced it with oat milk. That shift mostly was motivated by my son's diagnosis with autism last year. In the beginning, it was very difficult and challenging, but we can do anything if we put our mind to it. So here it is. This is my morning routine and all my intimate thoughts on it, with which I battle my way away from depression on a daily basis. I really hope that you were able to get some value out of this video, and if you did, please do hit that like button. Also, if you have your own morning routines that carries you through the days, please share it with the community in the comments below. I have also left links to all the resources that I've mentioned in the description below for you to check out if you're interested. I really hope to see you in the next one, but in the meantime, stay positive and stay motivated.